Good morning, everyone. I am Vishnu Jagtap, and in front of all of you, I am presenting the Economics Time newspaper headlines. So, first of all, ISC Gulf SWF may go big on Adani Enterprises FPU. Next, NCLT clears Adani Good Homes sole bid for Radius. Next, High Court grants interim bail to Chanda Kochar husband. Next, TCS quarter 3 net profit grows 11% year on year to rupees 10,846 crore. Next, Joshi math marks zones based on danger level. Next, Reliance Cap lender go to vote for new auction. Next, RS Sodhi steps down as MD of Amul parent. Next, Air India can only alter HR policy after March. Next, on page number 2, in pure political section under that, Joshi math areas categorized as high danger general. Next, petitioner seeks Supreme Court intervention. Next, elevated 4 lane NH Vaiva Kaziranga set to get okay. Next, Kaziranga National Park is home to one homed rhinoceros. Next, declare Joshi Math crisis national disaster. Congress. Next, silent disasters of Uttarakhand. Next, CRPF to train Jammu and Kashmir Border Village Defense Committee members. Next, Union Home Security reviews facilities at Delhi Airport. Next, NCB unearths global drug syndicate operating from Ludhiana. Next, on page number 3, in pure political section under that, Indian diaspora over Rashtradoot. Rashtradoot. Next, Mamta Bengal doing development work with human face. Next, Macron's trip likely to boost Jaitapur NPP. Next, Supreme Court issues notice on Andhra plea seeking division of assets with Telangana. Next, Supreme Court scraps plea challenging Gujarat Uttarakhand panels on UCC. Next, Supreme Court seeks AG's aid for forceful conversation. Next, court says release of book on Sida Ramaiya. Next, Delhi LG to head NGT panel on Yamuna pollution. Next, Vendetta calls Uddhav group has third MLA gets ACB summons. Next, Tamil Nadu GUV walks out of house after tussle with CM. Next, fall in head count. Next, on page number 4 in companies and economy section under that, discounted price for retail investor. Next, changes on the card. Next, court to hear Doot plea today. Next, on page number 5 in economics time market section under that, Indies up 1% on slower Fed hike hopes. Next, TCS may sell through micro turbulence in key western markets. Next, forex kitty grows in quarter 3 on better external factors, but headwinds need close watch. On page number 6 in smart investing section under that, Reliance Cap lenders go to vote on new auction amid torrent challenge. Next, NABFID plans to lend rupees 15,000 crore to infra projects this quarter. Next, RBI Deputy GUV Michael Patra reappointed for another year. Next, new norms for browsers to address outages. Next, bond issuance by banks surged to a record high of over rupees 90,000 crore so far in FY23. Next, some key metrics may be headed for a shape-up turn this year. Next, company section under that, DOT to keep an eye on VI's 5G service rollout plans. Next, Jio becomes first telecom to float 5G specific plan. Next, government likely to be wind up inter ministerial dot panel in bid to increase efficiency. Next, Airtel Africa's Nigeria arm buys spectrum worth $316 million. Next, On page number 8, in brands and companies section, under that, all Omicron strain found in India, but no rise in transmission. Next, co-vaccine well tolerated in those who not yet vaccinated in the US study. Next, Adani Green Torrent Shell Act is in race for KKR's energy invite. Next, Supreme Court rejects government plea to halt arbitration in KG D6 cost case. Next, High Court sends notice to AG over prosecution bid against Anil Ambani. Next, RS Sodhi steps down as MD of Amul. Jayan Mehta takes interim charge. Next, NCLT okays Adani Good Homes sole bid for Radius. Next, cold fog and delays. Next, HDFC Capital rises $376 million for its affordable reality fund. Then on page number 9 in economy section, under that, PM to hold pre-budget meet with Niti. Next, railway readies rupees 18,000 crore planned for upkeep of Vande Bharat trains. Next, rise export curves may be lifted as supply improves. Next, artisans facing high loan rejections, Bengal ex-financial minister. Next, creditworthiness outlook stable for APAC Moody's. Next, banks issue record rupees 91.5 thousand crore bonds so far this financial year. Next, free grains scheme helped lower wealth inequality. Next, India expected to be $7 trillion economy in 7 years, says CEA. Next, IDBI Bank gets domestic global bids for stake sale. Next, Home Security reviews Delhi airport infra issues. Next, PM to hold pre-budget meet with Nidhi. Then I comes to page number 10 in disruption section, under that, new standards for live com in India on the drawing board. Next, industry bodies for staggered data law implementation. Next, Zero has net profit rises 87% to zoom past rupees 2000 crore in FY 2022. Next, Big Mac Book Air likely to launch in 23. Next, WhatsApp to get report status update. Next, unregistered devices raise e-work risk. Next, maintain decorum. Delhi High Court to ex Bharat Pe MD Grover. Next, report no big updates on iOS 17 release. Next, Samsung may reveal new chip in Feb. Next, Virohan gets $7 million lead by Bloom. Next, Cropin has $13.7 million from Google others. Next, the whole truth up gets $15 million. Next, Sequoia leads total 17M series arise. Next, Park Plus lands $17 million in new rise. Then on page number 11 in companies section, under that, FMCG Co hope for a booster shot from budget. Next, iPhone exports from India doubled to over $2.5 billion in April December. Next, some lenders still dealing in labor contractors, says RBI. Next, Go First plane takes off without many flyers. DGCA 6 report. Next, bomb threat Moscow Goa flight makes emergency landing. Next, regulator lands on Vistara planes return to Delhi after snag. Next, India South Africa series BCCI dismissed star Spar over media rights payment. On page number 12 in around the world section, under that, ECB sees very strong wage growth ahead leading to more rate hikes. Next, global central banks are not giving up in their fight against inflation yet. Next, China considering record local debt quota, wider budget deficit. Next, Brazilian currency stocks face volatility after capital attack. Next, Goldman to cut above 3,200 jobs this week. Next, US Supreme Court lets WhatsApp pursue Pegasus spy war suit. Next, Britain becoming less attractive for investment. Next, Noma, one of the world's best restaurants, is closing its door. Next, falling US satellite sparks emergency phone alert in South Korea. Next, pandemic cooking boom sharpens Japan knife sales. Next, Harris Racim Olive branch dismissed in UK has book came out. Then on page number 13 in companies section under that I&B ministry cautious TV channels over gory visual of violence. Next, import up to 6% of required coal till September. Government to Gencos. Next, ONGC part owned Sacklin 1 output to be near normal by March. Next, on page number 14, the editor page in that Joshi Math cannery in India's mine shaft. Next, public 5G sector push can go a long way. Next, Bolsonaro's Brazil copies Trump's US. Next, good Pakistan, bad Pakistan routine. Next, well-being and ill-being. Next, NRC ball kicked around. Next, 5G the social potential. Next, killing income tax to hurt the poor. Next, no tax can yield the maximum tax. Next, handle the new law of the land. Next, on page number 16, in economic time Panache section under that, this football legend had an IC debut. Next, preparing for the triple demic season. Next, Benedict Yates tells all book to expose dark maneuvers. Next, written revoked. Next, have not given up T20 Rohit. Next, Messi vs Mbappe Part 2. World Cup stars chase Ballon. Next, Messi to meet Ronaldo. Next, Gareth Bale retires. Next, advantage Barcelona. That much for today. Thanks for watching. Make a good day.